Today let's see how the ear develops. So this is the embryo. This is an embryo, and embryo, this is the tail. This will form the head. This is the backbone. This is the umbilical cord. This will develop into heart. So to understand the basic concept, we have to know to understand the development of ear, we have to understand what are pharyngeal arches. So in the neck region we can see these structures. These are called arches. These are called pharyngeal arches. So what are these arches then? Now let's see this diagram. In this diagram what we can see is same diagram I have changed here. So we can see this is the frontal prominence, that will be the head, frontal bone. This will give nasal part, and these are the pharyngeal arches. So what are these? Arch means a curve. So from here they will start. From here they will start and they will form a curve like this. A curve. So this type of the curve, there are 6 in number. So there are 6 pharyngeal arches, out of which the 5th one disappears. 5th one degenerates and so on, and 5 are remaining. The first one is the mandibular, and others are named as well. So this pharyngeal arches and the gap between them, this is cleft, and above there is gap, this is pouch. These things will form the external and middle ear, whereas from here, this region, there will be invagination of this ectoderm that will go inside, and that will form the inner ear. So let's see the external ear at first and middle ear. So this pharyngeal arches and pharyngeal cleft can be seen in this. Let's see this. This is the first pharyngeal arch, second pharyngeal arch. This is straight, but actually it is curved, okay, like banana. So when we join these two arches, we can see above there is gap. From above there is gap, and from below also there is gap. If we consider the above part to be inner and lower part to be outer, so this gap will be the inner part, and that will be the pouch, and this gap, the lower part, this gap will be the cleft. Okay, so this is the pharyngeal arch, this is the pouch, and this is the cleft. And this lining is endoderm, this lining is ectoderm, this lining is ectoderm, and middle is mesoderm. Okay, so let's see how the external auditory canal and pinna will develop then. The cleft that I showed here, this cleft or this cleft, this will go inward, invaginate like this. This is the cross section of this part. From here we have cut it. When we cut it from here like a slice, we can see this. So this inward invagination of first cleft, and the again invagination of the first pouch. So this will give external auditory canal, and this pouch will give the what we call say the tubotympanic recess. This is the tubotympanic recess. This will form the middle ear cleft. So what is middle ear cleft? Middle ear cleft means the internal structures of the middle ear, that is the bones, ossicles, and the mastoid antrum, and the this eustachian tube. Okay, so this will be formed by the first cleft, this will form by the first pouch, and this will be formed by the first cleft. So this pouch, when it goes inside, it takes a turn here, and this turn gets attached to this external, this cleft, first cleft, and they meet here forming the tympanic membrane, and in between there is this mesoderm. This will form the 3 layers, the tympanic membrane developing from all the 3: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. And as we discussed, that the otic placode, this ectoderm, this will develop here. This otic placode will go inside. From here it will go inside, and it will completely go inside from the vesicle, and this will develop into the inner ear. So this inner ear will be here, and this pouch will meet with the inner ear and form here the connection with the oval window and the foot place of stapes. So overall what we saw fetus with the pharyngeal arches. We can see in the neck region, we saw how the arches look like an arch. We knew the concept of this cleft and this pouch. This is the cleft, upper cleft. This is the inside part is pouch, outer part is cleft. This outer part is cleft, outer part cleft, and opposite to that, there inside there will be pouch. So this cleft will go inside. This will form the external auditory canal, and this part, this is also the parts of the pharyngeal arch. You can see these parts. This is the pharyngeal arches. This is the cleft. So first and second, this area will form the external auditory, this pinna. This will form the pinna. This will form the external auditory canal, and from inside the pouch that goes, this pouch will form the middle ear cleft. That is Eustachian tube, middle ear with ear ossicles, and mastoid antrum behind that. And this part from where the ectoderm will come, otic placode, this will go inside, and this will form the inner ear. All three will join together and the ear will be formed. Thank you.